Hey, Survivor's Faith. I see your 30 questions here, and I thought I'd answer them. It's almost 2 in the morning here, and I have severe insomnia. The kids start school tomorrow, and I don't know. I just get kind of sad, and I kind of worry about them. So, okay, let me answer your questions. Number 1, were you named after anyone? My mother liked Barbara Stanwyck, so that's who she named me after. Um, Number 2, are you a different person now than you were 5 years ago? Most definitely. Um, I've learned a lot since being diagnosed with cancer. I'm a much stronger person now than I was then. I'm more compassionate. Um, More tolerant of others. Um, it just totally changes you. Um, do you like your handwriting? Sometimes yes, and other times no. Sometimes it looks like chicken scratch, and when I'm in a hurry, and I like it when I take my time. What's the strangest thing you have ever experienced or took part in? I would have to say when I worked at the prison, I witnessed a lot of strange things. For instance, without getting too graphic, one day I was on my way to work, and I had worked it was an all-male prison. The inmates were all men, and I was going into the kitchen, and I guess they were looking for a spoon that they couldn't find, and they were looking for it for over 4 hours, and nobody could find the spoon. And I went into the kitchen, and let's just say they were looking for spoons in places that I just places that spoons shouldn't be, okay? It was it was an eye-opening experience, that's for sure. Um, I think after that, nothing shocks me anymore. Where are we at? What's your favorite movie as a child? I'd have to say Cinderella. Number 6, if you were another person, would you be friends with you? Yes. I'm very honest, easy to talk to. I'm a good listener. Yeah. Number 7, what do you want to know about the future? I am dying to know who the next president will be and when this war will end. What's your favorite thing to do on a rainy day? Probably bake cookies for my kids, or any type of baking. I like to bake. Would you prefer to be a millionaire or find true love? True love all the way. If you had to describe yourself as a child in one word, what would it be? Silenced. Do you untie your shoes when you take them off? Never. I am always in a hurry. I really hate shoes. I would much rather wear sandals. I don't like my toes to be confined. I don't know, I'm kind of weird. I like my toes to be exposed, and I like to paint my toenails, and that's like TMI. So what's your greatest strength? I would say being a mother. And in being a mother, I've had to learn to be stronger for my children as well as myself. Yeah. What makes you feel warm and safe? Warm and safe. My blanket. I don't know. What's the first thing you notice about people? Their shoes. Grandma always said, you can judge a man by his shoes. And I think that's true a lot of times. So ever since she told me that, I always look to see, if people have clean shoes, or, what type of shoes they have. And I think shoes really do tell a lot about a person. I know, I'm kind of strange. Are you happy with the person you are becoming? At times, yes, and at times I always feel I have room for improvement. What is the least favorite thing about you? I'd have to say probably my brain fog, and that I know what I want to say most of the time, but it just won't come out. I don't know if it's because of the medication that I'm taking or because of my lack of thyroid, but I do experience brain fog, and it just doesn't come out right. I don't know. See, it's like happening to me now, and probably my insomnia doesn't help that at all. When you were in school, did you speak up in class? Never. I was a very, very quiet kid. I was like the observer. No, I was very shy. Social anxiety. If you were a crayon, what color would you be? Probably yellow. I love the sunshine, and yellow seems like a bright and cheery color, so probably yellow. If you could replay any moment in your life, what would it be?